What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we have some good news from the gaming industry and from the universe as a whole. A very good day because two social justice warriors were held accountable for their actions. I know that doesn't happen very often in 2018, but it happened within the gaming industry, and it's a great day, and we need to celebrate this day. We need to highlight this story. It needs a lot of attention because the more things like this happen and the more we show that this is what we want to see everyone held accountable for their actions and not just a select few. So a great story. Let's jump into it. This is on the Daily Dot. I'm not going to read the entire story, but I'm going to give you the highlights and we're going to talk about it. Guild Wars 2 fires employees for calling out a mansplainer on Twitter. Not sure I like that headline, but we'll see where this goes. Video game developer ArenaNet just fired 2 writers for arguing with fans on social media. Not because they harassed anyone or said anything egregiously offensive, but because they called out a Twitch streamer for mansplaining. So you've already, now the first paragraph in this article, it seems like you have determined what's happened and you don't seem very happy. Maybe I'm wrong. I have literally not read this article yet. I'm giving you my honest reaction as I'm reading it, and it sounds to me like the person writing this article is not very happy with what happened, and that is hilarious to me. So let's continue on. Jessica Price and Peter Fries both wrote for the fantasy MMORPG Guild Wars 2. According to the Eurogamer, Price had worked at ArenaNet for almost a year, while Fries had worked there for almost 13 years. Their firing provoked an outcry in the gaming community, sparked by the seemingly minor nature of their offenses. So you're continuing, like you're not even giving what's happened. You have determined what's happened and you're not happy about it. Again, that's your right, but you seem very upset about this, and that makes me happy that you're upset about this. So the dispute began on July the 3rd when Price tweeted about the difference between writing a character for an MMO versus single-player game. YouTuber and Twitch streamer Deror, and I don't know if that's how you say his name, but it's Deror. I'm going to leave a link to his YouTube channel. Deror responded to disagree, explaining how he thought MMOs could prove their character-based storytelling. Price was unimpressed, replying, "Thanks for trying to tell me what we do internally, my dude." Then she retweeted him, highlighting a common problem among women who try to express their expertise online: mansplaining. Okay, first of all, you left out a key part in this where Deror, and I apologize if I'm not saying your name correctly, he said, "I would like to disagree slightly." Like, he was coming at it respectfully, and they intentionally left that part out of this article up to this point. And they're very upset because women face harassment online. It's such a dangerous place. I was told to kill myself multiple times yesterday. Do you know what I call that? A normal day on the internet. Because that's what happens on the internet. You get told really bad things. It happens. And it sucks. And I know women deal with horrible things because the women that are at Geeks and Gamers deal with terrible shit every day. I have talks with them in private every day. But everyone deals with bad things online. That's the nature of the internet. And if you want to cure the problem, then start addressing the problem. Don't start isolating it and trying to identity politic the problem. It happens to everybody. Man up and own the reality of the situation. And then Jessica Price's tweet says, "Today, in being a female game developer, allow me, a person who does not work with you, explain to you how to do your job." That's her response to Deror. And again, he said, really interesting thread to read. However, allow me to disagree slightly. He even put emphasis on slightly, being respectful. And then Jessica Price follows up even further. "Since we've got a lot of hurt man feels today, let me make something clear. This is my feed. I'm not on the clock here. I'm not your emotional courtesan just because I'm a developer. Don't expect me to pretend to like you here." The attempts of fans to exert ownership over our personal lives and times are something I am hardcore about stopping. You don't own me. I don't own you. Again, you work for a company. If you represent your company in your Twitter, I can't pull it up now because She's obviously going to change her information. But again, you're talking about your job on your Twitter account. So you have to expect that people are going to come after you like that. Now again, you can say whatever you want. That's not the problem. But you work for a company, and your company should be able to hold you to standards no matter what. And a lot of times, we see companies not hold people to the same standard as they hold other people based on political and identity politics. And that is the problem that I see. Again, I have worked for many companies over my, professional career. I have to operate under their guidelines and their rules. And if I don't, then I am at risk of being fired. That's how the real world works. So, ultimately, let's see, on July 5th, ArenaNet co-founder Mike O'Brien posted on the Guild Wars 2 forum to say that Price and Fries had both been fired. Recently, 2 of our employees failed to uphold the standards of communicating with players. Their attacks on the community were unacceptable. As a result, they're no longer with the company. I want to be clear that the statements they made do not reflect the views of ArenaNet at all. As a company, we always strive to have collaborative relationships with the Guild Wars community. We value your input. We make this game for you. Bravo. A day later, ArenaNet doubled down with a second statement. We strive to cultivate an atmosphere of transparency around the making of our games and encourage our teams to be involved in open, positive discussion with our community. Earlier this week, 2 of our employees failed to uphold the standards of the communication with our players and fans, and they are no longer with the company. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm not going to get into any more of this article because I'm sure the person that wrote it is going to whine because they've already presented themselves as being very, very upset about it. Also, check out The Quartering. The Quartering has done some amazing coverage on this particular story, and he does a great job on a lot of things, so I'm a big fan of The Quartering. So definitely check out The Quartering. I'll leave links for his channel below. But yes, this is a great situation right here, not for just the gaming community, not for the geek community, for everyone, because it shows that you can't just attack people if you're on one side of the political spectrum or the other. Everybody needs to be held to the same standard. If only Lucasfilm would operate like this. If only that would happen. But we all know that's not going to happen anytime soon. But I am very happy about this. And maybe, just maybe, this is going to show other companies that, hey, you can't attack people no matter what. Even if you're an SJW, even if you're trying to virtue signal, you can't do this. So again, bravo to ArenaNet, bravo to Guild Wars, bravo to everyone involved that that stood up and did the right thing here. And I am proud. I don't play this game. I'm not familiar with it, but I'm just proud of this particular developer and how they handled the situation. And apparently, according to The Quartering, and give me just a minute, I'm going to do a jump cut here. You know I don't like doing jump cuts, but I'm going to do a jump cut, so give me just a minute. Okay, we're back. So this Jessica Price person actually said she was happy that Total Biscuit passed away. Total Biscuit's a YouTuber, had about 2 million subs. I'm not super familiar with Total Biscuit, but I know he recently passed away at the age of 33 due to cancer. And this Jessica Price person went on Twitter and said, the kindest thing I can say is I'm glad he's no longer around to keep doing harm. What the hell is wrong with you? Again, just because you don't like the guy, you're happy he's dead? This is oh my God. So this is a huge win for everyone. This person has been publicly fired, publicly exposed, and I think it's a great thing. So I'm happy about that. Again, check out the quartering. The quartering's going to have a little more in-depth coverage, and the quartering does a great job. And so, and we're definitely going to be covering more stories like this, along with just regular gaming stuff, doing some live streams, doing a lot of discussions about top 10 lists and old school games and retro games, old school wrestling discussions. A lot's going to be happening here on the Geeks and Gamers channel once we get everything finished in here. I appreciate all of your support. This is a great day. This is a great moment. Again, to ArenaNet, thank you so much. You're awesome. All of you are awesome too at the Geeks and Gamers community. Have a great day, and we will talk to you later.